Go down to Pleasantville today. We talk women's lacrosse with Mackenzie Carita Jr. for the Pace Setters women's lacrosse team. Mackenzie, first off, congratulations on the success that you guys have had this year. What has your college career, let's start big picture, been like to this point? 2 years in, you've got a conference title and a national title. I have to imagine things have been going pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, freshman year winning a national title is definitely like unheard of. Like it was an amazing experience, great freshman year. And last year, like coming off that big win and winning a conference championship is just makes it even better with this group of girls. It was just an insane experience and hoping to do it again this year, and I know we can.
What have you learned from all of the people that you were able to play with and play behind over the last 2 years to now when you're in more of a prominent role as an upperclassman, be in a position to succeed?
Yeah, I mean, we've had such amazing leaders and captains and players the past 2 years that I've gotten to learn from. And just taking what they've taught us and what they've like paved the way, that paved the path for me and the rest of my team, and stepping into that kind of leadership and a bigger role on this team this year is just such like an honor to be playing after those people.
Do you have like a Sydney Juvelier or a Angelina Porcello like phrase that you can't get out of your head when you're out on the field?
I mean, Sid and Ange are two of my greatest friends. Ange was just such a great player to play next to, especially like in the midfield playing next to her last year. She just playing next to her was just she pushed me every single day. And Sid being the leader that she was, like she always picked me up whenever I was down, and those things really stuck with me this year.
What's been different for you this year now that roles start to shift a little bit?
Yeah, this year, I mean, last year I played midfield. Freshman year I played straight defense, and this year I'm playing attack. So I've kind of had a crazy change of role, and this year stepping into that leadership role as an upperclassman, it's just been a crazy ride for me, and being a part of this team has been so great, and being able to be a leader and a contributor to this team has just been amazing.
So process of elimination, we're playing goalie next year. Is that the deal?
I guess so, maybe.
What do you like best? Where do you feel like you've had the best home on the field?
I mean, honestly, anywhere, just playing next to the people that I have been, I felt like I've been at home no matter what. And wherever the coaches have seen me fit, I just played that role to the best of my ability.
You can say attack. People like scoring. It's fine.
No, I really do love our defense. Our defense is just incredible, the way that we play and the aggressiveness, and it's just such a great thing to be a part of.
Walk me through the culture that you guys have and how you build a team. Obviously, championships are not won in March or April, and I'm
Yeah.
sure that going down to Florida, you guys wanted a different result than you got going up against Florida Southern and Tampa. But what did you learn from those two games, and how can that help you grow so that inevitably, hopefully, when you guys see one of those teams again, you're in a different position?
Yeah, one thing about our culture this year, we always say family no matter what, because this culture is family. But something we've said a lot this year is always us. It's always about the team. It's always about playing for the people next to you. It's not about you. It's about the betterment of the team. And going down to Florida, like losing those two games obviously wasn't the best feeling, but we didn't really dwell on the loss. We really took it as a learning experience that like we can't come out flat or timid against teams like that. And coming out of those, we've really focused on saying like, asking yourself after a game, like, can you really say that you've done everything in your power and everything that you really no regrets coming off the field and being able to say yes to those questions and coming into conference play, I feel like we've really been a part of that and really come into that culture of like always us playing together, playing like a team and yeah.
Let me ask you about some of that team a little bit. Kind of want to do a word association. I'm just going to say a teammate. Tell me the first couple of things that come to your mind. Nikki Modis is second in this league in assists. What kind of player is she?
She's an amazing player with like great vision, great IQ of the game. Like I could attribute more than half my goals to her. She just is a great assister, one of the best in the country. And she calls the plays. She sees everything better than everyone else.
Annie Sheehan.
Such a hard worker. She is just has grit and she just really wants it. And she's a young player, even last year, stepping up in a huge leadership role, scoring big goals in big moments, like our coach said in her interview. Um, she's just an amazing player all around.
Injuries are never easy, so to see her name at the top of the stat sheet again this year, how does Maddie Schubert strike you?
I love Maddie. She is someone that I've played with before college, so we kind of have like that connection going further back. But she is a player that she has just wants it. Like she's coming off an injury and she's already like inserting herself into big plays and just wanting to be back already. And she's going to get there, and we're really excited for her.
Who on your team kind of flies under the radar that doesn't get enough credit? Like, who's your secret sauce that makes you guys go?
I have to say on defense, Alyssa Wolf, she has grit too. She really is just so involved in everything that we do, and she's a huge voice on the defense, really like running it this year, like taking over the role of Delilah Doyle from last year. And she's very underrated, I feel, and she deserves so much more credit than she's given.
Um, I was at the conference championship last year. Spent a lot of time around your guys' bench while I was down on the sidelines. I think the thing that stuck out to me most was the bench press celebration. When you guys like made a bench press and like had somebody pressing their stick for the number of goals. Do you have a favorite celebration that your team does when things are going well?
I just think of one from our national championship, the kick line that they do, because we're all about New York. We're from New York, and our sideline is just incredible. Like we feed off of their energy, and when they come up with those insane celebrations, it fuels us on the field.
What's it like to be from New York?
It's great. I'm from Long Island, and I love it. I'm like never gonna leave.
Favorite thing about Long Island?
The beaches, just the environment in the summer is just amazing.
It was a fairly could have seen that answer coming. Uh, tell me about Pace. Why was it the right fit for you?
Just like the culture, like the minute I stepped on campus and I met some of the girls, I just automatically knew that they were so accepting and so like family, and they just are made it so easy to transition from high school to college and just made it so easy on me and made me feel so comfortable. And the fact that I can do that as an upperclassman for freshmen this year is just amazing.
Biology major, is that true?
I was freshman year and now I'm a health science major.
Talk to me about getting into that field and wanting to go down that path.
So my uncle's actually in the healthcare field, and growing up, like him talking about it, and it's just always been like an interest of me. I've always loved those like doctor shows and stuff like that, and I just really can't see myself doing anything else.
Which doctor show got you turned on to being in medicine most?
I'm a big Grey's Anatomy fan, I would say. Or like any movies that had like doctors and like nurses and stuff always struck my interest.
What path do you want to go down? Like where in healthcare do you want to go?
Right now I'm pre-PA, but what my uncle does is called cardiovascular perfusion, and that really struck my interest. And it's really interesting, really. You kind of, what it is you are basically, you become the heart during open heart surgery, and you pump the blood through the heart and the lungs, and it's really cool and interesting. It's such a cool job.
That's awesome. I feel like that's something that you wouldn't know unless you like knew the person who,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you have to really like have a connection, I guess, into like getting into that.
Mackenzie, congratulations on everything thus far. Best of luck with all of that, and looking forward to seeing how things play out for Pace over the course of the season.
Thank you so much.